What do you do when someone gives you a boring job? Or a job where you might get hurt? Or a job that's grimy and dirty? Call a robot. Here are 5 ways that robots help people. The first way that robots help people is by lifting heavy objects. It takes a lot of people to lift and move heavy items like cars or refrigerators. It's dangerous work for people, but not for robots. They can be designed and programmed to lift heavy objects and load them on trucks. The second way that robots can help people is by tightening one screw over and over again. There are robots in factories that put together objects like cars. They do the same job over and over again. A person might get tired, grow bored, or even get injured, but robots never complain. The third way that robots can help people is by space exploration. Robots can go places where people can't, like other planets. Robots have traveled to Mars to gather samples of the soil and the atmosphere. They don't need to worry about poisonous gases or freezing cold temperatures. Robots can go to faraway planets and explore first. Someday, maybe, humans will go there too. The fourth way that robots can help people is by cleaning small, tight, dangerous spaces. Air vents, chimneys, and ducts are all small tunnels that allow air and chemicals to move through a building. These ducts can get really dirty over time. They need to be cleaned or they could make people sick. But who wants to crawl into a tunnel and clean out gunk that could be poisonous? A robot, of course. Robots can go into tight spaces and don't have to worry about getting sick. The fifth way that robots can help people is by exploring underwater. The ocean is a beautiful, fascinating place, but exploring it can be extremely dangerous for people. It's hard for us to breathe underwater without help. We can't see without light deep in the ocean, and the pressure from the heavy water can be too much for humans. So scientists send robots to the bottom of the ocean to explore. Robots don't need to breathe, can carry their own lights, and the pressure doesn't harm them. They gather samples of the sands at the ocean floor, take pictures of living things, and measure things like temperature and chemicals in the water. So let's get feedback on your robot. Once engineers create a prototype, they test it to find ways to improve and redesign their new products. Work with a fellow daisy to test your robot prototype. Tell your partner how to move the prototype according to your program so you can debug or fix problems before you share your prototype with your troop. After you share, gather feedback and ideas like an engineer on how to improve your robot's design and make it better. So create your prototype, then upload a photo of your robot to Pinterest and tell your partner how to move the prototype according to your program. This way you can debug any problems before you share with your troop. Once you have your robot debugged, your troop leader will set up a group Zoom meeting to share your creations.